back to the channel. This is my drive from Pennsylvania to North Carolina. This was just a couple weeks ago, middle of March. This is Route 30 going towards Ligonier, Pennsylvania. Ligonier is also the home of Fort Ligonier, which was built in 1758. Going right, going up towards Rolling Rock Club. It's a private club that started back in the early 1900s by Thomas Mellon. Then when he passed away, his son, Andrew Mellon, which president of Mellon Bank. Then after a bit here, the Ligonier Country Club's also back this way. It opened in 1925. There are memberships. I have been inside the Rolling Rock Club in the early 90s as a teenager, right after my son was born. Awesome. I was invited by a member. It was awesome. We did a little fly fishing in the river that we just passed. It was really, really fun. Really enjoyed it. I'll never forget it. Yep. Alec Mellon took me. Grandson, perhaps, of Thomas Mellon. I'm not quite sure. But awesome guy. As kids, we used to come up here with my parents and get spring water. Me, my dad, and brother used to come up here and go hunting all the time. Beautiful 300-pound deer up on the ridge. Awesome place. As a teenager, we used to come up here and drink a little bit at Beams Rock at the top of the hill. Spent a lot of time up here. There's also Flat Rock, which was fun. We cut through the town of Rector and turned off of Route 381 onto Lynn Run State Park Road. Lynn Run was opened in 1933, and prior to that, in the 1890s, it was clear cut for lumber, the hardwood like hemlock and oak. They used it for the coal mines, for beams. They also used it for the Pennsylvania railroads, for railroad ties. It's an awesome drive. This isn't the first time you can see multiple trips on my channel. Also, if you notice, 33 keeps coming up, 1933. Well, Rolling Rock Beer used to have a 33 on their bottle, and rumor had it is because of it was the 33 letters in the pledge on the beer, and that was way back in the 1937. But to the day, I think you can still find 33 on the bottle. But a lot of things happened back then, and a lot of these people, a lot of these richer people were all Masons as well, so they enjoyed using hidden messages. So I'm thinking 33 had a Masonic message to it as well. A lot of these dates are 1933s. A lot of things, were going on around that time frame. You'll see up here on the right and a few on the left, there are many cabins for rent. I rented one a long time ago. Oh, was it so much fun, especially in the fall. It's a great time. You can do a lot of renting. That's day parks. There's picnic tables, cookout grills. There's a bunch of stuff to do around here. So, it's a good place to check out. There's also private houses too. So you kind of got to watch on that. But I'm not sure if they Airbnb or not, but there are some private ones as well. There's also a lot of hiking trails. There's a bog at the top of the mountain. A lot of this spring water, if you look to the right, is one of the highest altitudes in the Appalachian Mountains in Pennsylvania. It's where the spring water comes from. It comes down the hill through pipe. Then they got a UV light that kills the bacteria. Best tasting water, let me tell you, for making coffee and tea. You're always waiting in line because there's always people there with 5-gallon jugs, 1-gallon jugs, and people filling up their, you know, water bottles to go on a hike. It is awesome. This is the little pull off. There's a restroom up here, garbage cans, picnic tables, and a trailhead. Awesome. Springs on the left up here, just past the dumpsters. It's an awesome, awesome state park. It really is. I mean, I've waited 2 hours to get water to come back to North Carolina. It takes me from where I'm at about an hour to get to here. Then from here, it's about 7-ish hours to my home in North Carolina. So this is just at the top of the summit. Um, so most of it from here on out's a little bit more uphill, then downhill, uphill, downhill, 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 95 and flat. So here I parked. I'm getting water. Restrooms on the left, garbage cans on the right back here. And then there's an informational board. Awesome place if you ever want to spend some time in Pennsylvania. Here I'm leaving the water site and going up to the summit. Laurel Summit State Park is at 2,739 feet in elevation. It was purchased in 1909 by the state of Pennsylvania after it was timbered and set on fire. They spent a lot of money and a lot of time reforesting and repopulating the wildlife, the deer, the bear, and stuff like that. So it is an awesome, awesome spot. When I said I would go up to Beams Rock, that's actually in Laurel Summit State Park at the top of the hill. And then when we'd go hunting, it was up there. So literally, I don't think you can hunt in Lynn Run, but it's towards the bottom of the mountain, the reserve. So it's kind of all one state park, but it's divided up. Lynn Run obviously opened a lot earlier. Then after it was purchased, I think it took quite a few years for them to open it back up. But a lot of the roadways, you'll see that this road that I'm on here is asphalt. And after Lynn Run State Park ends, it goes to gravel, and there is a gate. So in the off season, when it gets really snowy, they don't have service trucks go up there and service it. So you'd have to park and take a snowmobile or snowshoes or skis. That's a popular thing up here. So you'll see it's leaving the state park there, and yeah, okay. Then it will eventually up around the corner here. It will go to gravel, and it's a fun ride. I really enjoy it. It's great in the summertime. It's always cooler, a little on the shady side. Great for hikes. A lot of interesting stuff to see. Um, I had a blast as a kid coming up here. Would come up, do hikes, picnic, camping. There's other state parks in the area too, so would camp in some places because I don't think you can tent camp here, but would tent in other places and come here and get water, day hike, and we would picnic. We'd get-togethers. It's fun. So I'm going to leave you off here. Hopefully you enjoyed this. There, like I said, there are other leaved, slightly snowy. The last 2 years I've been filming portions of this. It's great. I figured I'd give you a little information, and I always enjoy coming up through here. Unfortunately, I got a crack in my windshield. Sorry about that. Jeep original equipment. They replaced the windshield when I bought it, and lo and behold, the slightest little tick and it cracked and it spidered. I was told aftermarket is the way to go because they're thicker, cheaper. Unfortunately, yeah, it's not OEM, but it's still windshield, and it's also a lot better from what I hear. I don't know why OEM's cheaper, but it is what it is. So on that note, I'll leave you go. Hopefully you enjoy this. Thank you and have a grateful day.